Hi, welcome to Rob Savage Reviews. I've got a real treat for you today. We're going to be reviewing the Parker 62cc chainsaw. Believe it or not, I bought it off Amazon 10 years ago. So it's got a 20-inch bar, 62cc's, as I said. So without further ado, let's get into the review. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So, as I said, it's a 62cc machine. You can also buy a 58cc version of it. It's got a 20-inch bar. It uses 0.325 chain. It is 10 years old. They still sell them today on Amazon, and they're about £100 UK on Amazon. So for the money, really good buy. And the other good thing I've found about it is that they sell spare parts. They've got a website where you can get spare parts on it, and also comes with a 20-inch bar. But this, as you can see, is a 24-inch bar, I think it is, and that runs at no problem. I've actually used this longer bar to mill my own wood out of logs. So I'll give you a bit of a close-up of the machine and stuff, and then we'll see it running.
Right, this is your on-off switch. Sometimes you can accidentally knock it while using the machine, which can turn it off. Next we have the choke switch. I usually start it with the choke fully open, then switch it down to normal once it's running. Here you have the trigger and the trigger guard. You need to press the top part before pulling the main trigger. This is the fuel cap. It's a 2-stroke machine, so it runs on a 25:1 petrol to oil mix. It's always important to ensure you mix oil into your petrol. Over here we have the chain oil tank. It's important to keep it topped up with chain oil to ensure smooth operation, as the bar can overheat if you do not keep it topped up. And again, make sure you put oil into your petrol. Here we have the carburetor adjustment screws. The low setting controls the idle speed, and the high is for when you're revving it. I haven't had to adjust it so far. Now if you remove this cover like I'm doing here, you'll find the air filter. Just clean it occasionally, and the spark plug, which I haven't had to replace since I've owned it. So that's good going for 10 years really. And we have our pull cord here. Lastly, this is your chain brake. Always make sure the chain brake is engaged before starting the saw for safety. Despite its age, it still performs quite well. As you can see, that's it off here, and that's it on there.
Right guys, so I'm going to show you a cut or two with it using this. This is the top of a piece of log that I milled a while ago now. So all we do to start it is flick that on, the on button, pull your choke out like I showed before. Make sure your chain guard's on. We don't want the chain moving to begin with. Let's get it started. So as you can see guys, that cut through that like butter. For a 10-year-old saw, I'd say that's impressive. And that's if you're a home user, you can't beat it. I've felled big trees with it. I've felled small trees, cut up firewood, milled lumber for 10 years using it. And the only thing I've had to replace on it was the chain tensioner screw. That's all I've had to replace on it. And that cost me about £5-6, something like that. So it's a decent saw. Right guys, thanks for watching my review of the Parker 62cc chainsaw with the 20-inch bar. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's lasted me 10 years and I couldn't ask much more from a saw for £100. I mean 10 years ago I paid even less than that. I think it was £80 actually. But if you're a homeowner looking to do tree work in your garden, cutting firewood, stuff like that, it's definitely worth the money. You can't beat it. And I know a lot of tools on Amazon nowadays have a bad rep, and believe me, I've had some junk off Amazon, but judging I've had this 10 years, I've replaced one little part that cost me about £5-6. You can't complain at all. It's got plenty of power, as you've seen, cutting through that. As long as you've got a sharp chain, that's it. So I've also, just to mention, I've got a video on how to set up a chainsaw when you first get one, so I'll leave a link to that, and I'll leave a link to the saw on Amazon in the description and a pinned comment. So as always guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give it a like and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.